What's going on, guys? It's Ross here, finally back on MGF Customs for a quick last-minute custom LEGO minifigure showcase video for 2023. This time on Lucia and Jason from Grand Theft Auto 6. Now that Rockstar Games finally unveiled the official teaser not too long ago on December 5th, I've been working on these two lead characters on and off ever since. These are two really quick and easy customs I decided to make because their outfits are relatively simple and I didn't want to wait until 2025. We already waited a whole last decade for that cinematic teaser and I was not waiting any longer, especially with outfits as simple as these. The bandanas were tough though. We'll get into all that, but thanks for showing up. I know I'm not around as much as I used to be, but I'm here with these two and I thought it'd be a fun thing to do before 2023 wraps up. So with all that said, let's get started. Alright, so Lucia, or Zendaya, it's the same face as Zendaya. One of my patrons, Joe, pointed that out, and now I can't unsee it, and you can't either. So as you can see, though, with the Zendaya face, which is actually the same one that's used for MJ in the Spidey sets, I did add the little freckles, or birthmarks rather, that Lucia has on her face. I actually engraved them into the face, and the hairpiece is from Benson Bone. It's a Kate Bishop hairpiece. I took the side bangs off, repainted it, and then I've also got an Ariel-like curved torso here, which is probably one of the more time-consuming parts about making the minifigure because it is painted around all four sides, and so you can see all of that full paint work is a little bit tedious because it actually does extend up and over the top with, you can kind of see two sets of straps along the sides of the neck, and that was a little bit tedious getting it to consistently connect all the way back down onto the back of the painted designs. I've got some clothing wrinkles and displacement in there as well for a little bit of added realism, and I've also got the arms fully painted with a little gold bracelet that Lucia has in the teaser, which I don't think you can really see all that well, so I'll probably have to add a little bit more to this later on. Either way, I did shave down the arm joints a little bit to reduce friction and maintain the integrity of the paint. By far the most time-consuming part about painting this figure, aside from the top though, definitely the legs. I've got those like jean shorts on there painted with sand blue highlights and wrinkles throughout, as accurate as I could get them. The belt is painted fully wrapping around those legs there too, but really in addition to all of that stuff, that wasn't really the hard part. What was really hard was the sneakers, like the shoes, or I guess the blue Vans or whatever. I don't know. I don't do really shoes, but you can see I had to paint those laces on there and kind of figure out the design to make it look consistent and seamless and make them look like Lego shoes. And I mean, I've done Lego shoes before. It's been probably a couple of years, but I think these went off pretty well. Really though, the challenge with painting these shoes, and you'll see Jason's socks in a minute too, is that I had to use white paint, and any veterans of the channel would know I hate white paint. The gun is from Brick Arms, if you couldn't figure that out. For additional accessories, I've got the Paisley bandana that we see Lucia wearing in the pawn shop or the gas station or whatever, and I painted all of this in probably like a day or something, and I honestly didn't even realize it was the Paisley pattern that I was painting. I was just copying it exclusively from the trailer, and I used dark red and light gray because they're easy paints to work with, but obviously in an ideal world I would have used regular red and white, but I don't care, and I also didn't care to paint the rest of it wrapping around the sides, and I think you guys probably don't care either. Maybe I'll paint it off screen some other time when I do, and I think it turned out pretty cool. She's also got a $50 bill printed by Eclipse Graphics. I've had those for a number of years. Nice to finally get a use out of them. I thought I had the $100 ones, but apparently not. Some things I feel like I'll get comments on. It's like the skin tone not being totally lined up with Lego's AVS plastic color, but you know what? I tried. It's good enough for me. And also the hairstyle not being totally right, and the ponytail maybe should have been a little bit higher, but again, I also don't care. So that's Lucia from Grand Theft Auto 6. Maybe I'll update this figure as we get closer to the game in 2025. Now here's Jason, and these figures are really weird for me to talk about. I'm so much used to talking about like much more complex customs. Anyway, so the likeness is actually Andrew Garfield's face from Phoenix Customs, Amazing Arachnid head pack, and then also I've got the dark brown fin hairpiece. Is that the most accurate rendition of his hairstyle, Jason's hairstyle in the game? No, I don't really care though. And then also the torso is what inspired this entire showcase, because I saw this torso being used in Input Bricks reel over on Instagram, and I was like, I have that torso on hand. And then I started looking for a generic white guy face with a stubble in my collection, found this, and I was like, all right, I can probably throw together these customs in a couple days. And then school happened, and then that didn't happen. But in any case, he got 3D cuffs wrapped around the sleeves. He's got the same gun as Lucia. The little watch is from Tiny Tactical. I just painted it in silver. But again, just like Lucia, the really time-consuming part of this figure was these legs, and so painting his shorts, really not that big of a deal, pretty easy to do, simple wrinkles. The paint wasn't too hard to work with. I got the pockets painted on either side. But also, you had the exposed skin around the shins, but it was really the socks. Jason has got white socks with stripes. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to sandwich all those lines in and paint them on, which I did painstakingly. It was unpleasant, but I did it, got it done. And then I also painted the shoes, and then those have little white rims as well. So I mean, all things considered, even though I hate working with white paint, I think that these legs turned out all right, and I'm pretty happy with them. They're largely pretty symmetrical, so I think I got pretty close to how Jason looks. Aside from the watch and the gun, Jason's additional accessories include the same $50 bill that Lucia has, along with another bandana, this time a different piece. It's like a Ninjago bandana I found in some bin under my bed that I painted in dark gray with the paisley pattern, but more accurate to how Jason's looks on screen in the game, or at least I tried based on the limited few shots we have from the trailer, and I took some reference from Google Images, and then as you can see, decided to just kind of like not paint around the neck, just like Lucia's, because I kind of don't care, and I think this is good enough, and I can always extend that around the neck some other time over the next couple years while we wait for GTA 6 to actually come out. In any case, I think these customs work, and I'd love to hear what you guys think down below in the comments, and if you're excited for GTA 6 and to see some actual gameplay next year. Regardless, let's go ahead and begin to wrap up this very quick custom minifigure showcase video.
Did you get all the cash?
You're teaching our kids to commit crime! Oh, here they come.
And you're objectifying people.
We're Lego minifigs, lady.
Video games are too violent for our children.
Kids aren't supposed to play this.
You're sensationalizing sex.
Hey, this is fantasy. How about you explain it to them?
So you mean actually raise them?
Oh, laugh out loud.
Okay, what year do you guys think it is? 2004? How dare you? We'll sue Facebook for this.
And Fortnite.
What? They're not even... Where do you guys come from? The last game's been out for like 10 years.
We'll go to the news.
I'd like to apologize. All right, there you go, Lucia and Jason from GTA 6. You know, part of this was kind of nostalgic for me because I made Michael, Trevor, and Franklin for the channel back in like 2013 after playing the single player, I think, and it became, I still think, like my second most popular video of all time or something. I don't know, but those are also really easy figures to make at the time. Actually, they were a little harder than these, and so, I mean, that was 10 years ago. I am old, considering GTA games are like rolling around a few times a lifetime. Definitely can't pass up the chance to make these two, and I wasn't waiting until 2025, like I said. Thanks again to Input Brick for the inspiration, and yeah, I think that's really it though. I'm going to get back to working on Green Goblin slowly here, and he's honestly making pretty good headway on him. I mean, there's still not too much work left to do, but the legs are going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. I got to paint the entire glider, and the projects are still moving along, guys. I'm not here to make any guarantees or any promises, just that I will continue the work as always, and these are probably the quickest and the only side detour that I intend to take from the existing work. So you can always check out the Patreon if you're interested. I think everybody over there saw the start of these figures, I don't know, like over a week ago at this point, and they see the progress for all the custom minifigures way before it ever reaches any of the main pages, even Instagram and stuff. I think they've been seeing Green Goblin for like, I don't know, 2 months or something at this point, and I haven't posted a single picture of the guy. And I've still got the Spider-Man tutorials up there if you want to try some of the most challenging micro painting work you've ever done in your entire life for some reason. I really appreciate those of you guys who've been so patient with me and waiting all this time. I hope this was fun for you. It was fun for me, and I'm looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6 in a couple of years, and I guess I will see you in the next video. Take care. Merry Christmas. I'll see you soon. Maybe in the new year. Keep creating, guys. Bye-bye. I fully painted everything on it, and there is a little dust particle floating around, mother. And here we go with Jason, the new male dude, white guy, generic white guy number 13. I was like, all right, these are probably simple enough. I can throw these together.